welcome to another Let's Play series. I don't know if this one's going to be a long one or a short one. I don't know where it's going to go. But, this game recently had an update, and I was like, let's go back in and check it out. So this game is called Space Haven. This is a game I've dabbled with a lot in the past over on the live stream on twitch.tv. I'm not currently live streaming. I'm just recording this. We're going to see how it does. It might go somewhere. I might bring it to stream. I might not go anywhere with it. I don't know. This is just going to be a test to see how we like it. So Space Haven is basically it's a space game. It's basically like, I guess I'd say a more simplified RimWorld, but in space. So the general overview is that Earth has collapsed and the remaining survivors of Earth have gone up into space to try and find a new home. My crew has found themselves stranded on an outpost that has gone dark. It's not survivable, but we've got here via transport ship and we need to make it usable. So that's where we're at right now. Hello Spacefarer and welcome to Space Haven. Follow the upcoming blue objective notifications to be guided through all the basic steps of assembling a working ship. Your crew will follow a schedule and the icon above their head will tell you whether they are currently working, sleeping, or taking some free time to look after themselves. All three are necessary, so let them work at their own pace and you will soon see your ship come to life. If you find yourself struggling with resources at first, don't be afraid to start a new game and modify your starting resources via the game customization menu, difficulty selection menu, to fit your playstyle. A sandbox mode is also available. Okay. We might have another objective thing pop up, but I do have the game paused currently. I wanted to go in and kind of tell you guys what I did. So I went through and I customized a bunch of shit just to kind of get us started. So what we've got, let's see, this is the star map. Okay, so that's what we're at right now. Oh no, okay, that's this. So this is the map of the game. Basically, this is the section that we're in, the space of, the sector of space that we're in. And it has these different resources available here. We can travel over to this sector and from there, so on and so forth, throughout this whole system. Then you can also travel in between systems and go on to a new system, and then it has all new stuff to explore, new resources, new factions, and as you can see, it gets pretty expansive. Somewhere out here supposedly is a haven that we will be able to find and survive on, or we just build an excellent ship that can last. I'm not sure. So I'm going to drop out of that. Our next one is the view systems. Let's see. Okay, so this is where we control all the different systems for our ship. We don't currently have any. Navigation, shields, operations, turrets, fighters, and battle stations. You can also prepare for a hyper jump. You can see we're currently have too much weight as opposed to our whole stability. So that's not good. Hyper jump 0. Crafts in hangar 4, robots on board 0, crew on board 6. Let's look at the crew. So for our crew, this is their priorities as far as what they choose to work on. I think it auto set it based on just what their skills are. So here's their priorities, here's their schedule. So, oh, nice. So you can have like different schedule per. Oh, you can assign just a basic schedule. You can have like template schedules, and then you assign that to them. So you can see everybody's running on the same schedule right now. They're getting, what is that? 5 hours of sleep from midnight to 5 a.m. At 5 a.m. they get up, they have breakfast, and they're having dinner at 10 p.m. It's a really shitty schedule, but I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not gonna mess with it just yet. They're all aboard the HSS Agnita. We're gonna definitely need to change that. What does this mean? Low priority prioritizes working on fleet ships over derelict ships. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. So if we have multiple ships in our fleet, we can have them like work on different ships, come back here to sleep. Robots, I don't have any right now. I don't know what this one is. There's nothing there. So let's look at this. This is all our data logs, missions, data sheets, and statistics. Total produced, total consumed. That's cool. Let's look at the data log for the apocalypse. The end didn't happen with a bang or a fanfare or even a nuclear fireball. It just kind of crept up on us. It began in the 21st century. Humanity made great strides in that century, but so much damage had already been done, and so much of it was invisible, too. When the insect population collapsed, food crops and biodiversity both suffered. Without those, ecosystems all over the globe suffered. By the time we curtailed our CO2 emissions, there were too few trees to sequester the excess. The result was hotter summers and deeper freezing winters. Species went extinct by the thousands every day, and as we squabbled over the cause and solutions, we pulled ourselves apart. Old allies became bitter rivals. Nations came apart at the seams. The great edifices that supported the internet, global trade, just-in-time delivery, and all the other things that humanity depended upon to live, they all fell apart. Starvation, disease, and war made the 22nd century even bloodier than the 20th. Humanity was always good at adapting, though. When the sun baked the land, we invented the thermal regulator. When the crops failed, we invented grow pods. We got better at recycling, at finding new energy sources. But we were always a step behind where we needed to be. Folks used to joke about the big tech firms and their slogans. Yesterday's solution, tomorrow. It's not that we destroyed the world, but we certainly made it impossible to sustain human civilization as it was. Too many places lapsed into feudal tyranny or mismanaged themselves into famine, or just plain became unlivable as the climate shifted. Through it all, we never gave up on space exploration. There were complaints, of course, that it was a waste of increasingly valuable resources, that all the money and effort could go towards actually solving the problem. Now it seems maybe space was the only solid investment we ever made. And that's where we find ourselves now. We've got a research tree. A lot of research. Decent amount. Looks like we start with some stuff. So we start with the research lab. The research lab contains archived scientific data from Earth. Crew members with the research skill may operate it to unlock more advanced technology. Once built, you can access the technology options by selecting the research. Okay, so that's where we're at. So this is how we need to build one of those so that we can research more things. What else do we start with? Start with the research workbench to go along with that. What does this do? Research workbench is used for reverse engineering purposes, supporting research efforts to invent new technologies. Crew members can disassemble mechanical items, dissect biological entities, and experiment with various resources to discover valuable information. Interesting. So that's, yeah, reverse engineering stuff we find. The navigation console, probably used to pilot the ship. Enables the hyperdrives for the spaceship to hyper jump between solar systems. Okay. Oops. I keep doing that. Apologies. Let's see. We have the operations console. Oh. What? Hang on. The operations console is used to hail other spaceships and communicate with their crew. It is also used to control scanner modules. Okay. And the point defense turret? The point defense turret acts as a line of defense against incoming enemy crafts. Point defense turrets are only intended for defensive purposes, and as they have a smaller range in contrast to longer range turrets controlled by the operations console. Interesting. Okay, a point defense turret controlled by the operations. Industry 01 brings us the recycler. Transforms scrap materials into a variety of usable resources. Releases heat and is noisy, enclosed with walls and a spacesuit door to ensure a safe working environment. Once built, you can assign a recycling job by opening the recycle tab in there. Okay, we'll figure that out as we go. And that is all we currently have. There are things we will be able to research as we go. And the last one, view tactical map. So this is where we are. This is our current system. So remember on this one, it showed us like all these different systems. So within this system, we can zoom out. So you can zoom back in on your ship. You can zoom all the way out. And this is what is around us. So there's a derelict ship here. There's a block with Energirium over here. Now, Energirium is exotic crystals humming with latent energy. Used by Energirium power generators to power the ship. Can also be refined into energy rods, which are used by more advanced power generators. Okay, so that's how we power the ship, so that'll be good. We can mine these asteroids and get this. We also have ice, which I'm going to assume makes water. Is water. Acquired water collector, water purifier. Okay. And then Hyperium as well. Hyperium. Exotic crystals that distort space-time around them can be refined into hyperfuel to enable FTL travel. So that's how we hyperjump. So you've got those things around us, right? Can we rename our ship? Yes. What is the HSS, the heavy spaceship? We'll go the HSS Valkyrie. That's what I want my ship to be named. So we are on the HSS Valkyrie. Perfect. Open the attack systems and power control. No. 4 points available. 3 out of 4. 4 points represent the capability for supporting core structures on ships and stations and are directly linked to the canvas size. Okay. System points. Fire produced by systems core. Their weight, mass, a lot. Power. Oh wow, you can actually see your power consumption. That's cool. Crew, mood, oxygen, food. We have 20 days worth of food. Wow, this is new. I haven't seen this before. Resource display settings. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with that. Statistics and graphs. Okay, and that brings us back to that. Okay. Alright, here you can see all the different supplies we have on the ship. So this is just going to give us a count of what we've got. That's our ship. That's if we had new ships. And this is our crew. So now we're going to look at our crew here. First we have a Dees. So a Dees is an engineer, a smart engineer. So his learning is increased by 22%, but he's also surrender. This person wants to play games more than average. This person wants to talk more than average. Interesting. But very smart. So he's a smart engineer. Bravery at a 3, zest at a 4, intelligence at a 2, perception at a 3. Not great accuracy, 39% accuracy. 0% to have an accident. Oh, I see. Wearing a spacesuit increases their chance of having an accident. Probably just. It's like God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like hard to move and clumsy. Working speed 72%, how efficient they are with all work-related tasks. Recovery 100%, how fast they recover. Learning is really up there, 126%, how fast they learn new things. But he's also prone to surrender. His bravery is down 15%, but his smarts brought him up 10%. Oh, I see. Bravery is good, so that brought him up 15%, but then the total 5%, because his bravery is a 3. I see. So he's only a minus 5%, which is actually a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. You want a lower percentage here. The lower the chance to surrender is what it's saying. Okay. He is primarily our miner. So he's going to be the one taking the mining pods out and doing some mining. He's able to also work as our operations. So he's the one that's going to be working that operations console and working that turret that goes with it, apparently. He's got some capability with weapons, but not a lot. And then a lot of potential with industry, botany, and research. And then a tiny bit in medical and construction. So that's him. That's a Dees. Let's look at Fred. Fred is a fighter pilot. He's also a fast learner. Bravery at a 4, zest at a 2, intelligence at a 3, perception at a 3. His accuracy is a little bit higher at 42%. Working speed's a little bit lower at 64. Recovery only at 90. Learning's up there, though. He's a fast learner. So what does that actually do? Yeah, learning up 20%. Yep. Surrender's way down, though, at minus 20%. That's great. Primarily our industry guy. So he's the one that is going to be working on the assembler, refinery jobs related to resource production and facilities. He also backs as a pilot. How well they handle a starfighter. Their maneuverability of a starfighter is affected by this. And then he's got some in the gunner and weapons as well. He's able to learn a bunch in construction, mining, navigation, and yeah, gunner, and then a tiny bit in shielding and medical as well. Pickles, a bartender. He's also very talkative. I meant to change that to charming, and I forgot to, so whoops. Bravery is 2, zest a 3, intelligence 4, and perception a 3. I didn't talk about these. Bravery, how brave the character is. A higher value decreases surrender rate and increases overall mood. Zest, how energetic the character is. A higher value increases energy and health levels of the character as well as working speed. Intelligence, a higher value increases the learning rate and available skill points. And perception, a higher value increases accuracy and working speed and decreases accident rate. Accuracy at a 42% as well. Working speed 68%. Recovery in 95%. Learning only at 108%, but surrender also down to negative 10%. Our primary botanist, so he's going to be the one working the grow beds, growing food. He's also our primary shields expert, so he's going to be operating the shielding console to maintain shields during combat. Able to learn a lot in operations, navigation, weapons. He's got some points in research, medical. He's got some points in industry, some points in, and a tiny bit in construct and gunner. Rath, myself. I didn't name myself Rathnar, which is kind of weird. Athlete, also a hero because it's me. Bravery at a 4, zest at a 3, intelligence at a 2, sad. Perception at a 3. Accuracy up at 51%. Working speed at 48, recovery at 95. Learning at 104, surrender all the way down to negative 60. I better not surrender. Primary weapon specialist, also big on gunner. Primary fighter. Also got some backup, able to learn a bunch in industry, medical, research, and piloting. And a tiny bit in construction and shielding as well. Shifty, game developer, confident game developer. Bravery at a 3, zest at a 3, intelligence at a 2, perception at a 4. Accuracy up at 45%, accident down by 2%, that's good. Working speed at 70, recovery at 95, learning at 104, and surrender all the way down to negative 25, that's great. He's our primary healer. He's got a bunch in medical and a bunch in research, a bunch of points. Able to learn a lot in industry, botany, weapons, navigation, and a tiny bit in construction and shielding as well. And Tough Nuts is an iron-willed engineer. He is Bravery 3, Zest 2, Intelligence 4, Perception 3. Iron-willed gives this person negative 25% to surrender. They are immune to panic and Stockholm Syndrome. I didn't read that as about the other good people. I apologize. Accuracy at a 42%. Let's see. Working speed at a 64. Recovery 90. Learning 108. Surrender all the way down to negative 40. That's great. Main points in construction. He's mainly our structural engineer, I suppose. A bunch of points in navigation as well. He's going to be the pilot. And then he's got a lot of points. So we kind of assorted those around. He's got some points in weapons, research, industry, and shielding. And then he's able to kind of help out with piloting and mining, and then a little bit with botany and medical as well. So he's all over the place with kind of a jack of all trades. Shifty's confidence gives him an overall mood up to 5. Surrender down 10%. He's less prone to having mental breaks, and he's more romantic than average. He's immune to someone was mean to me. He's immune to people being trolls. My hero statistic gives me overall mood 5, surrender down minus 40%, working speed also down minus 20%. I want to fight more than average. I'm immune to being panic, scared, or feeling unsafe. Pickle's talkative, means he wants to talk more than average, and he wants to form friendships more than average. Fred's fast learner, gives him 20% learning, and Adis's smart gives him learning 22, and surrender up 10%. So that's it. That's the crew. What I did here is I just made crew based off everyone who's in King's Crossing. There's myself and then my players. So I've got Tough Nuts and Adis as Nimwort and Outerag, respectively. And then I have Pickles, Fred, and Shifty as Grunkle, Torvekik, and Wilfer, respectively. So that's how I chose who was going to be on my ship. Decided to go with that. So as far as what we need to do in game, so there is a way. What are the buttons for this? Left Alt and Tab. Let's hit Tab. So this is our ship. It's basically just a flat square. And then what we can do is you can change the walls. So you can see there's walls here. So that's what all this is. There are doors here and here. Here's all our crew in here. We just started the game, so here's our little transport ship. It's called. Can I actually edit this? No. It's called the Warspite. There's our shuttle, the Warspite, and then we have, what is this? A builder called the Sidalga. We have a builder called the Barnacle, and we have a miner called And/Or. All right. I didn't name those. That's just what we got. Here's a storage. So that's where all of our stuff is stored. Here's a thermal regulator. So this regulates heat on the ship. An airlock to go out of the ship. We've got our main power generator over here. Energirium power generator. We've got X1 system core. What is this? Core is a central processing unit responsible for managing all the ship's electronic functions. Increases the number of available system points. We have another thermal regulator out here and a light. And that is it. That is all we have on our ship right now. So I'm going to unpause. And we should get some tutorial things popping up for us. Okay, I'm going to pause here. First tutorial. Build the tools facility. This tools facility transforms resources to recharge your crew members' handheld construction printer guns. Essential for construction of facilities. We need to go to the build menu, objects, resource tools facility, or I can just click that. So, build objects, resource, tools facility. Tools facility, okay, so yeah, that's just what we read. It brings down comfort, so we're not going to put it like in their living quarters. Power consumption isn't much. It does produce some heat, looks like. It needs infra blocks. Barely. It needs, for one infra block, it would make 500 tools. A lot. I think I got my math right there. I could be totally off. To build it, it looks like it takes an infra block and a tech block. If you look over here, we can see we have 78 infra blocks and we have 38 tech blocks. So we should be able to build this no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and build this. How do I rotate? R? Nope, not R. Okay, it's E and Q. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and build this, and we'll just put this. I can't put it over here. Let's flip it. Let's put it right up against the wall there, and then close that. Unpause, and we'll see if someone goes and builds it. Looks like they're taking off their spacesuits. They're walking around. Looks like, is that Energirium? Are you going? Yeah, so he's filling up the generator, making sure that we maintain power. Tough Nuts and Adis. Adis is building. Okay. We're getting our tools facility up and running. Thank you, Adis. There it goes. Attaboy. And we should get more tutorial stuff. Alright, pausing again. Create optimal gas conditions. Build the following objects. Build an oxygen generator and build a gas scrubber. So That's what it wants us to build. An oxygen generator and a gas scrubber. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you something else here. So we can hit this. We can see where the vents are on the ship. So through these doors are 2 vents. Water vapor. It's 0, 1, 0. Not much. Hazardous gases. 0. It's all safe right now. Everything's safe. Green. Good. I don't know what this is. CO2. Looks like it's all green. Seeing on here, it looks like it goes. Is that saying it goes from 0 to 0.41? I'm not exactly sure. Oxygen. Oxygen is currently high. Oh, but I bet you as we breathe, it's going to be going down. It's going to be going down and getting turned into CO2, you think? Most likely. So we're going to want to keep that up. So that's what we're doing. Isolated areas. Okay, so yeah, this area is isolated. That area is isolated. Jobs on the ship. Comfort. Okay, so this is bringing down comfort. This is bringing down comfort. The only comfortable spot right now is over here where it's neutral. We haven't built a great comfort area. Room temp, basically across the ship right now, is pretty good. And power is, yeah, it's running. All right, so that's where we see that. Let's jump in here and let's go into life support. Yeah, so we need an oxygen generator. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop these walls. We're gonna put this on this side here, and then a gas scrubber we'll just put next to it, like so. We'll let them build that, so that should start generating oxygen and cleaning the air. Let's actually look at what these do. I didn't read these. Oxygen generator. Generator produces oxygen and is essential for humans to survive on a spaceship. Needs water and power to operate. It also brings down comfort, uses a bit more power, a little bit of heat. So yeah, it uses the tiniest bit of water to make oxygen. Okay, so this is going to use infra blocks, tech blocks, and building tools. We're obviously missing building tools, but that's why we built this. So they should be able to come down here and get tools. The gas scrubber, hazardous gas scrubber, removes CO2, smoke, and toxic gases from the air and produces carbon and raw chemicals. Needs only electricity to operate. Okay. So it also brings down comfort, uses a lot of power. But basically, as we make CO2 or hazardous gas or smoke, it'll turn that, like clean it up, turn it into carbon and raw chemicals. Neat. So now, let's see, someone should come over here, make tools. So they're putting infra blocks in. They should make tools to come over here and make this. The oxygen generator and the gas scrubber. They're putting supplies down. Is Fred going to get some tools? Yeah, he is. Look at him go. A bunch of them are getting tools. There goes Fred. Fred's building. Alright, we have an oxygen generator. People are making some more tools. Who's gonna build the gas scrubber? Shifty? Nope. These? Nope. Oh, they're filling up the oxygen generator. Ah, Rath. Rath is gonna build the scrubber. Alright, perfect. Got that going for us now. Sweet. Now we should get another tutorial. Tell us what we need to do next. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Build the thermal regulator. So we've got oxygen and kind of gases controlled. We got tools so that we can build stuff. Now we need to maintain heat. Build one of the following objects, either the thermal regulator or the wall thermal regulator. We'll look at those. So let's go into here. Let's go here. The right temperature is essential for people and plants to survive. This thermal regulator will try and maintain a habitable temperature. A bigger ship will require multiple thermal regulators to maintain the temperature. Once placed, select the thermal regulator and open up the facility information window to set the desired temperature. Needs power to operate. So they're the same thing, except this one sits on the wall, whereas the others sit on the floor and take up space. So I'm gonna put this one in on the wall, so that way we're not taking up more and more space. I'll put it down here, since we've got all these things down here that are producing heat now. We'll put another one of these over here to help maintain. It's like Tough Nuts is making the tools. You gonna go over and build it? No? Rath? You gonna go build it? They're bringing up the supplies. Ah, Fred's gonna build it. Alright, thank you, Fred. Takes, yeah, just one infra block, not bad. Got plenty of those to spare right now. For the moment. Everybody else doing just kind of hanging out. Not a lot going on. A little bit of a slow start, but that's alright. We're learning. We're getting there. Alright, next one says expand the spaceship's hull. Expand the spaceship's hull to create more room for facilities. You can do this from the build menu. Be mindful not to expand too much too quickly, as hull expansion costs hull blocks. Expand little by little as you need more space for facilities on your ship. The goal is to build a small hyperspace capable ship, then venture out and expand as more resources are acquired. Okay, so what we do here is we go into build, but we go to edit. And then you can build hull. You can also sketch. And what we're going to do is we're going to sketch. Because I'm just curious. If we went... Can I see how many this is? 19 over. If we go sketch. 19 over. Alright, perfect. So, what I'm thinking is... I'm thinking a ship something like... Something like that, right? And you've got like 3-prong thing with maybe like some bridges going across, right? So you can get across up here as well. Cockpit, maybe somewhere in the middle here. Maybe like a living quarters and a production thing on either side. So that's the thought, the initial thought. How we build that, how we want to do that, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. If we take this all the way across, how many is that? Can anyone read that? 54 across exactly. So if I take 54 across and I minus 2 out for spaces, so it'd be 52. I divide that by 3, that's not gonna work. So we take 54 minus 4 out, that'd be 50. Can I divide that by 3? Not really, not in a good way. 54 minus 6 would be 48. Okay, that one we could do. Okay, so what I'm looking at, just in case you guys are curious, what I'm looking at is basically something like this. Oops, sorry. Get in here. 15, 16. There we go. It'd be like that, and then same thing on this side. 16, and then I think like this 16. So it'd be basically like that, and then like this would be connected somehow back here, and then some bridges across up here. Yeah. I mean, we start with something like that for now and just kind of see how it goes. Obviously, we can't build all this. It did say start small. So what I'm thinking is we maybe just build this section. Yeah, let's just do this section. And we'll see how that goes. Build this. I don't know if that's too much. It's gonna use our hull blocks. We have 44 hull blocks, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if people go build. I will say, based on the calendar, okay, we've got some time. The only thing I'm worried about is when people go to sleep or eat, like, we don't have any place for that yet. Hope it works out all right. So we've got 2 builders going out. Who is building? Who is this? Rath. Rath is in that one, and Fred is in that one. So Rath and Fred. Hang on. Rath and Fred are going out to build. Okay. Building the hole. While they build that, I'm hoping the next tutorial thing will pop up. Yes, perfect. Perfect, and it's exactly what I wanted. A living space. Crew requires bed and toilet. Build beds for your crew. A comfortable bed for your crew to sleep in. Gives better rest for your crew members than sleeping on the floor. For optimal rest, sleep comfort, create a walled bedroom for your crew members to separate from noisy and uncomfortable facilities. You also need a toilet. The toilet is hygienic and is capable of transforming human waste into usable water and biomatter. Operated by a crew member, placed in its own room to give your crew members some privacy. Alright, perfect. So what we're going to do is maybe in this like area that was neutral comfort, go back to objects, we'll go to furniture? Yes. Okay, so we've got regular beds and we've got bunk beds. I'm going to go with bunk beds to conserve space. We're going to flip them around and we'll go maybe, how many people do I have? I have 6, right? So if we do like that, that should work. And then we need a wall. Maybe a door right there. And a wall. And maybe a door right here. And then we need facility, the toilet. So we can put that there and then put a wall. We could do a wall right there. Or a wall. I mean a door. Hang on. Can I do a door? Here. Yes. Okay. I feel like space conservation is going to be a big deal, so we're going to do that. And then I'll need a door here and a door here. Do that. Okay, while Rath and Fred are out building more of the ship, everyone else can take care of walls and all that. I'm seeing an O2 problem. Do not have O2 up here. No, we still have pretty good O2 up here. I'm wondering what's wrong that they're not getting O2. I'm not sure. I saw someone get an O2 alarm, but O2's okay up here for now. Let's watch them put this together. Alright, I gotta pause here. A new tutorial just popped up. We haven't quite finished the bedroom area. You can see they got the toilet. They're starting to get some walls in. Doors are going in. Beds are starting to come in. We're getting the second one now. I noticed Rath has come in. Fred has come in. So one of the ships is still out. But where? Ah, right here. Looks like, who's on it? Adis is out. Okay, so they swapped places. Adis went out to build. These guys probably got tired, came inside to work on some stuff in here. In the meantime, it looks like, we want to build some lights. so they can see. We've got, we need to build one of the following. We've got a light, we've got wall lights, and we've got in-floor lights. I kind of like the idea of in-floor lights, but I think in here, we're going to go with some wall lights, maybe right behind the beds. Seems like a cool idea. Not right behind the beds, in between the beds. That might be a cool idea, so we'll add that in and let them keep going. I did notice over here, because this wall is going to go in, we're going to block off this area and it won't allow people in this section. But we don't need in that section anyway, and I'm planning on taking out this wall anyway. Eventually, I'm imagining, so that's not a big deal for now. Where are we at on the schedule? Is this... Okay, we're about halfway through. Not bad. We're making progress. We should be able to get done what we need to get done before they go to sleep, I'm hoping. Alright, pausing again, another tutorial we've completed. Build a kitchen or an algae dispenser. So the kitchen prepares meals from raw food. Meals from the kitchen will help maintain optimal positive health and mood for the crew members. Once constructed, select the kitchen and open up the settings to create your own meal recipe. Place a table and chairs nearby to create a proper dining room for your crew members. Or the algae dispenser. Nothing like eating algae, but it's marginally better than starving to death. Keeps the crew alive, but can affect their health and mood due to an unpleasant texture and suboptimal nutrient levels. This facility does not produce crates. Crew members use it directly to acquire a meal for themselves if there's nothing better to eat. So for now, resource? Food. How about food? Kitchen. That's what we want. So we want, no, keep doing that. We want a kitchen. I think right here is a decent enough spot. Let's do that. And then furniture. Let's get... How many does this seat? Standard couch. Sometimes needs to sit down and relax a little. Needs a small amount of power for its light. I can't tell how many it seats. 1, 2. I don't know if that's accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that accurate? Like I could do that. Keep doing that. That wouldn't work. Do this. Let's try it. Try it. We'll see. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but then we're gonna want this sectioned off. That way people don't get uncomfortable from out here. Oh, and then a table. Can they all use that table at the same time, or is that 3 people can use that? Is that what that's saying? Well, that definitely won't work if only 3 people can use it. Okay, let's try something different here. Let's get rid of that. Let's build maybe some of these. Going that way or this way? Go like that. That would take care of 2. No, that ain't gonna work. Think about this. Alright. So basically it would work if I had got enough space for people. Okay, what if we go... That would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And I've only got 6 people, so that should be plenty. If I did like that, and then we could do... let's move you here. Move you here. Move you here and move you here. I'm hoping that's all still accessible. And we'll put the wall down here and a wall down here. And I saw, yeah, this double door right there. And then what I'm thinking is furniture, the wall light going out onto the table. And then you can maybe have one here. Let's do a wall light here, and then let's do thermal regulator here. Gonna help keep everything good in this area. Let's have a look at temps. Temps still look good. Room temp. Oxygen. It's definitely gone down. It used to be in the 200s. Down to 186. We might need to put another oxygen generator up here. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not sure. But I've got them on pause. They're going to go around and start building all of this. How's our craft coming down here? Okay, they're hard at work. We got, who's out here? Dees is still out here. Fred has also rejoined the effort. Went back out. Probably got tired of chores inside. So fuck that. I'm going to go build again. Alright, gotta pause. We are in the process of building the kitchen. We've got the kitchen going, the table's coming in, the wall and the door going in, lights are in, things are starting to come together. Even got the light over here. We've got the infra block down to get the heat, what's it called? The thermal regulator. But now it wants us to build a hull stabilizer. Hull stabilizers provide multiple functions for your spaceship. They provide stability. They reinforce the spaceship's hull, strengthening its frame and generally improving its structural integrity. Multiple stabilizers can work in unison to bolster the hull far beyond its normal limits. It also gives us hyper jump capabilities. Sufficient hull stability is also needed for hyperspace jump capability. We're going to jump in here. Here's the hull stabilizer. It does require a little bit. 2 system points, 4 infra blocks, 2 tech blocks, 2 energy blocks, and 40 building tools. Okay, I've got energy blocks, I've got tech blocks, I've got infra blocks. Got 10 free system points. And let's see, it needs steel plates and power. Make hull stability. Do I have steel plates? I have 9 steel plates. That's not much, but it should last us a little while. Okay, so we're gonna come down here to our new ship area. Let me close this. We're gonna grab one of these and we'll put it right down here next to our power for now. I don't know exactly where we need it and how it'll work, but we'll put it there for now. Oh, you need to be on this side to construct that? Ah, I see. So we need to dismantle this wall. Got it. We have to dismantle this wall to get in to build that wall, because you can't get to it from the toilet. That's perfectly fine. A lot of stuff to build, a lot of jobs. Let's get rid of that. Oh, interesting. I can't drop the doors, but that's alright. We got 1 table in. No chairs yet. How are we on schedule? Okay, I want to make sure by free time when they go to eat, we have tables and chairs and everything available for them. I hope they can sit at all these chairs. It won't be an issue. You can always put in individual chairs rather than benches, I suppose. Oh look, he just stored some food in the fridge too. A lot of building projects going on. We got the hull stabilizers, the tables, the chairs, even this dismantle, build wall, and oh, okay, now they're getting the thermal regulator in over there. Let's double check that. How's temps? Temps okay, it's still 65. It's kind of chilly, but not the worst. How's oxygen though? 177. Was it 186 before? Keep an eye on that. Another table in. No chairs, but tables are in. Looks like blue means that I think they're good to build. Red means... oh, nope, they're good now. Everything's good. They're starting to stockpile some resources down here for the hull stabilizer. Looks like they've given up on building more of the ship. We still have 40 hull blocks, so that's still good. We'll be able to keep that going. Storage is full. We're going to want to build more storage eventually, I'm assuming. Buff Nuts is getting us another table. Thank you, sir. Ah, Deese is getting our first chair. First bench is coming in. And our second with Shifty. There we go. We officially have a seating area. Look, even Shifty's trying it out. Hell yeah. How's it feel, Shifty? Deese? Comfy? You guys didn't want to sit together? Yeah, alright. Like, I don't know him like that. Looks like Pickles and Tough Nuts have taken up the reins on the building. Alright, so they're out building the hull of the ship, keeping that going. Our hull stabilizer's going in. Looks like Fred's putting that in. Thank you, sir. It's gonna take a little while. I did see, it looked like our last chair was in. Yep, Rath put in the chairs, hanging out with the D's. What you guys chit-chatting about? Probably talking about King's Crossing. Oh, did I make it awkward? Sorry. Fair enough. Shifty's coming back from the bathroom. And by now, Fred's almost done. Now, see, he's got an O2 thing popping off. I paused. I just want to check. How's O2? 170. It's still in the high range. I'm not sure why you're low in O2. Let's check status. You're feeling a little hungry. You're in a fantastic mood. You're feeling energetic. Major discomfort. Major comfort, excuse me. Yeah, comfort's okay. Food's down for sure. Energy and health are fine. Everything seems fine. You're feeling a little hungry. You're awake. Which, I've been awake. Okay. I've been working. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, nothing really terrible. I'm not sure what's wrong. I'm not seeing anything that's showing me that unable to stabilize. Why? Unable to stabilize. Repair the ship or build more hull stabilizers. Mass capacity exceeded. Fuel consumption increased. Total mass capacity can be increased by building more hyperdrives. Okay. So I think that I just don't have the hyperdrives for that. Problem. Okay. Establish water security. Build the following objects: the water collector and the water purifier. So the water collector reclaims water vapor from the air and condenses it back into liquid water. Place it close to grow beds for maximum efficiency. Interesting. And the water purifier transforms ice into purified water, essential for many life forms. More water can be acquired by mining ice asteroids and purifying the ice with a water purifier facility. Once built, you can assign a refining job. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get some water coming in. Is that resource? Yes, resource. Okay. We don't have any grow beds right now, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's worry about putting these in. I don't necessarily have a spot that I really want this. So what I'm thinking is we just put it down here. And then a water purifier next to it. Didn't it say I could come in here? You can like customize all of this. Human meat? Monster meat? Oh, food value, protein. Jobs? No jobs. I thought it said like you can, modify? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with any of it because I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I will mess that up. Something fierce. Are we almost coming up on the... We're coming up on the end of the workday. Really hoping you guys will get maybe water figured out. Okay, you're starting to haul some stuff over there to get it built. That's great. Before we go to bed for the evening. We've got good lights in here. Ooh, hull stability achieved. I'm not sure exactly what changed. Maybe... Oh, they probably fed this, right? Because doesn't it take... Yeah, so they put steel plates in there. Okay, now we've got hull stability achieved. That's great. Got power for 99 days. Still got food for 20 days. Oxygen for 37 days. 4 crew on board. Oh, because 2 of them are out building. Okay. Let's keep the time rolling because we don't have time. We need to get through this day. Okay. So it looks like the water collector is good to go. And I think it just works on its own based on water vapor in the air. That's this one, water vapor, which really not much right now. Primarily going to be because of grow beds. What was that, Denise? Just said something. Oh, you made a relationship with Rath, your acquaintances. Ah, you finally met Rath. Oh, yeah, Rath has met Shifty and Adise, finally. You guys are actually saying hi to each other. I wonder once they come in here and, like, hang out. You guys are literally sitting right next to each other, Pickles and Tough Nuts, but you haven't met. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, the water purifier is going in. Rath's getting that going for us. Looks like they finished crafting. Fred might be going out. Looks like Fred might be going out to continue this. How much more of this do you think we have? Let's see. A lot more. Okay, hold up. Pause. Expand the ship's high-capacity power grid. Build one of the following objects, either the small power node or the large power node. Advanced facilities such as industry. Ensure facilities with high power needs are covered. This is not okay. Most facilities only need low power, but some need high power. These are basically the same. So they provide the same comfort. They take up 1 extra hull point. Is that what that's called? System point, excuse me. Same amount of comfort. Power capacity goes up. High power grid is bigger. And the power range is farther. Let's start with, let me see. Does this, oh yeah, look at the difference. Okay. Let's go with one of these for now. I'll place it here. We'll move it as needed for whatever facilities need the high power. Oh, like this. This right here requires high capacity. Are you? Yeah, you'll be able to reach it from there. So, let's see if they can build that. It does take 1 energy block, but I have them. So we're good there. Get those built. Coming up on the last hour of work day. Rath and Fred are outside the ship. Get this going. That'll get our water purifier up and running. Yes, thank you, Adise. Hell yeah. Everybody's coming out to see it done. Object not on power grid. Give it a sec. We're almost there. Okay, this is the schedule here. You can see we're halfway through the day or whatever. Okay, so power grid's up. We go in here, and I think we go to refine water. Let's say if less than, I don't know, 30 water, make more. Yeah? That way we know we've always got water. Yeah. So if less than 30 water, they'll make more water. So now it wants us to mine an asteroid. A great way to produce more building blocks is by mining asteroids for raw resources and using various refineries to turn them into usable building blocks. More water can be acquired by mining ice asteroids and purifying the ice with a water purifier facility. Zoom out from your ship to the maximum zoom level. This will reveal the tactical map, which we've seen. Look for asteroids in your current sector and select one. This will open up an information window at the lower left part of the user interface. With the asteroid selected, click the mine button at the lower left. The tactical map will focus on the selected asteroid, along with one of your ships as a destination. Select the desired amount you want to be mined and watch the crew member board mining pods to mine the asteroid. You can also do it up here. You can see in our sector we have ice, we have asteroid Hyperion, we have asteroid Energium, and we have the derelict ship. However, we're at the end of the workday, so we're going to tackle that tomorrow. We're gonna let them finish up. They're gonna keep crafting this because we've got a lot of ship left to build here. We're only at 38 hull blocks, so still plenty of time there. Looks like some of the homies have come up in the lounge area. Ooh, they did not like whatever just happened. We're not a fan. They're just hungry. They're probably all hangry. Puff Nuts and Shifty having a moment. Yeah, they're all hungry. It's alright. You guys are gonna eat here in just a sec. There you go. Go get yourself some food. Yeah, form a line. Pickles, you got yours. There it is. Attaboy. Go get some food. Puff Nuts, get some food. Shifty. Deese is coming in. It's you guys all eating together. Where's Rath and Fred? Oh, they were probably the ones out on the mining pods. Let's go see. Here they come. There's Fred, there's Rath. My boys. Still have plenty of time to eat. Fred's got his. Rath. Get your food. There you go. Have a seat. Yeah, Fred and I will hang out. Oh, he's happy. Look at these. He's got a big old happy face. I think. Did it just say Pickles is talking about me? Hang on. Pickles. You haven't even met me. In a great mood. Ate a great meal. Boost their overall mood by 5. Wonderful. I think everybody's talking about me. Or they're talking about, who is this? They're talking about, Shifty. Potentially. They're all meeting each other now. Making acquaintances. Pickles should be talking to a lot of people. He's the talkative one. He's the one who likes to make friends. He's barely made any friends. Oh, it's a long day of work. It's nice that they get a second to, Deese is happy and Fred's pissed. That's not great. It's nice that they get a second to kind of relax and chill out. Off to bed. And that's going to do it for this episode. Our first episode of Space Haven. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave the video a like if you enjoy this and you want to see more of it. You know, there's plenty of days to go if you guys enjoy this and you want more and more and more. Well, tell me what you think in the comments, you know. Let me know if I messed something up, if you guys thought of something that would be a cooler design. I mean, we put in a lot of work. Basically built out this entire side of the ship, expanded the ship. You know, things are starting to come together. It's looking good. I mean, it's not perfect, but we definitely made some progress. We got some good progress here. So, tell me what you think. I'd be excited to hear. But that's all I got for you guys for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.